we are playing Anthem tonight. This is just going to be a little free play. I didn't really have a big plan for tonight or anything, so we'll just see how this goes. But I've never streamed Anthem, so you're not going to see the beginning of my journey. I'm a little ways in. I've already unlocked 3 of the 4 javelins, so... One message. Boop. Check the forge or vault.
Okay, what's up next?
Real quick, let me read this. So this is my Colossus, and yes, it does say Hulkbuster, because I'm a big fan of Iron Man. In fact, let's give you guys the tour. Now granted, some of these aren't going to be as good as they could be, but I don't have the armors yet, I don't have all the medals yet. But the Hulkbuster, Mark, whatever this version is going to be, Warmonger. Seems appropriate. Alright, now I got... I'll save that for last. This is based off more like the rest of the like in the newer Marvel comics. Kinda. Like I said, the armor parts are not final yet, because I don't have all the armor pieces yet, but color scheme-wise, this is like spot on. And then we got the OG rescue from like the animated series. I say OG because she's appeared in that form already. Looks pretty good. Then we got the which is going to be your basic default suit. Mark 6. Huh, I need to recolor that. There was more orange on that before. The Superior. I need to recolor that as well, once I get a better medaling. This one looks good though. I think I did a good job with the War Machine. Let's load up the Mark 6. We'll play around with some paint colors real quick. We've got too much red here. Some of these reds need to be not reds. Ooh. That's not terrible. What else do we have? No. Pardon the background noise. No. This one. Right there. Yes. Too bad I can't put a spot in the center. Yeah. We're still gonna load up the War Machine though. Just because I like his look the most right now. He's tricked out the best. That being said, I think I was having more fun as my... No. As my class. Who do I need to talk to? Okay.
You still want to keep talking to me, huh?
Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment.
Hey, the thorniest flower smelled best.
Really? Weeds have thorns too.
But not my winning personality. Why do you think Faye sticks around?
I'm guessing you've got some secret charm only she knows about.
Ah, no secret. There's plenty for everyone. Though, truth is, Faye can't shake that day. Heart of Rage won't let her go. And well,
I don't think you're free of it either.
a lot of people died that day. People who counted on me.
Nothing you could do.
Still wonder. You pulled me out of there.
Alec, you would have died.
Yeah, I suppose. So Adair and Miller bought it instead. It's a fight that never ended. I still want my pound of flesh from that damn storm.
Faye says we have a mutual hobby.
I think we both just like having company.
It helps to have a shoulder to cry on.
Oh, you see tears in these eyes? Never. With Faye, it's what she heard. That storm messed with her head. So what's the harm in having company to share the misery?
Never getting past it?
What? You think I can't get by on charms and good looks? Old Halleck will be fine.
You need to be higher. That's a lot better. I think I'll do a stronghold tonight at some point too. Just because I have an Elysian key. Although I really should build up more of those. Honestly. What are the daily challenges? No, other one. World events, 3 of them? Sure.
So you know how I was Sentinel 2 in Season 1 of Dawn Guard, right?
Yeah.
Would you care to hear me reenact my death scene from the second last episode of Season 1?
Okay.
Okay, so at the critical moment, the gate was being swarmed by scorpions. Now you shall look out!
Hello. You're a freelancer, aren't you?
Do we know each other?
Word gets around. There was a time my job was to listen to those words.
Huh, so that makes you...
A spy. Nadira's husband. I think she spoke to you.
Right, she did. You must be late.
This isn't awkward. A grown man prodded into making friends. But my wife insisted.
She said you were a spy? You must have been one of Tassin's people.
Not quite. I was fighting her people. Dominion.
Ah.
Ex-Dominion. I see Nadira failed to mention that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I defected.
I respect that. The Dominion are a pretty terrible bunch to work for.
Yeah, that's easy to say when you're outside of it, but inside, a man's conscience is never allowed to take root. Like this monitor you've been dealing with. I know his kind well.
I can't imagine.
It's a chorus of one. People forced to sing the same notes. Control, tyranny, supremacy. They become the only notes you know.
Sounds like hell.
I ran from it. Any life in Bastion had to be better than Strollheim.
Most people here are just trying to make their way, live simply, find some happiness.
Yes, decent people. It's all I ever wanted to be. Decency is a commodity in short supply in this world. If we can't find it, we must grow it ourselves.
So you're a spy and a philosopher.
It was my wife who said that, the day I defected to Corvus. She debriefed me. I fell for Nadira before the day was even out.
Must have been one hell of a day.
She was a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. Here was a woman who'd fought in the same shadows I had, yet never surrendered her conscience.
Glad to hear it worked out. Made the risk of leaving the Dominion worth it.
Meeting Nadira saved me. I sometimes wonder if I hadn't left, hadn't crossed her path, My life before, it was... I did things.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Bad memories from before. I try not to think about it.
Nadira mentioned that.
She thinks talking about the past will help me. We'll see how it goes.
Well, until next time.
Yes, I'm still learning to make friends the normal way. I hope you'll drop by again.
Well, I like the guy. He's got his issues, but who doesn't? We'll go to Stronghold right now, actually.
How are you feeling?
We'll get another mission key. Get to and make it worth the trouble.
Hello again, Merelda. Still people watching?
There you are. I was starting to think you had missed dinner.
I didn't know we had plans.
All that time in Freemark, you haven't had a home-cooked meal in years. The Kyla I knew never turned down grilled gazik.
Kyler?
The name I gave you the day I brought you into this world. No wonder I never heard from you. The Anthem must have set a few screws loose.
You seem a little tired. Maybe think about getting some rest?
Rest. You finally come back, and that's how you apologize. Mom, go take a nap.
Well, it's just that...
It wasn't easy, Kyla. Everyone told me you were dead, but deep down, I knew if you loved someone enough, the Anthem of creation would make it right. Somehow it would bring my son back to me. If it hadn't,
Oh boy.
I couldn't live without my boy.
I'm sorry you went through all that, Mom, but I'm here now. It's good to be back.
This doesn't
It's
feel
okay. Now don't be mad, but there's no grilled gazik. I went vegetarian years ago. See what you miss when you're gone?
Sorry.
Seems like yesterday you were playing with your javelin toys, dreaming of being a freelancer. Now look at you. Strong, handsome, all grown up and following your dream.
not actually my mom.
I'm still a little foggy. Remind me when we last saw each other?
It was, you wanted to be a freelancer. It seemed dangerous to me, but your father said you could do anything.
Where is Dad?
I guess you wouldn't know. When you didn't come back, it broke his heart. He died in his sleep. I still have his ashes. I thought we might spread them together.
Of course. I'm sure that's how Dad would want it.
His ashes were all I had. The only reminder I wasn't alone in this world.
You're never alone. Plenty of people in Fort Tarsis.
None that loved me. But you're back now. I want to hear all about your adventures. But this excitement has worn me out. We'll talk later. When you're not too busy?
Of course. See you later.
That's just sad. Prospero, what you got for me? Nothing. is it taking so long? Really doesn't seem good.
All systems check out. Beginning to review incoming comm traffic for unusual patterns.
Okay, understood.
Oh, that's a big boy.
There's a rise of Shaper energy in your area. It should be nearby. Mind the eggs. They look ready to hatch. There seem to be Shaper fragments in the area. That's one. Keep going. Watch out! We've got scorpions headed this way. That's the last fragment. The Arcanist will be pleased with you. They're down. Good job on that one. tuning points nearby. Move through those, and I can match the frequencies. Return to the vault. Final tuning will take a moment. Stay close to the vault. Keep the area clear. Tuning complete. We're in. We can't do anything before dealing with these scars.
So I've unlocked tungsten, silver, and platinum. Next is bronze, brass, and copper. Nickel, chromium, and titanium. Brass, copper.
Too late for the freelancer. I'm sorry. I'll see what I can recover from their link. It's the least we can do. We've got more trouble headed our way. Halfway to completion. Keep them back. We can't afford for them to interfere.
What an easy world to build. I'll take it though.
There we go. Almost done. They had a fragment for the Arcanist. The Dominion must have it. We need to get it back. The Dominion won't get away with this. Trouble from that one. We've lost a freelancer, but thanks to you, it wasn't in vain. I'll inform the fort.
We need you to stay safe out there.
Dominion giving you trouble? Let's make sure they remember you.
Try this one. Just 'cause it's a lot easier to play around with your metal colors. We're gonna be the Silver Man. It's unfortunate that we didn't unlock more than that. Shiny, shiny silver. We're already tough enough. We could stand to do more damage, though. Fire and lightning.
Hi there, Mom.
Sorry. Feeling a little tired today. Insomnia. I thought it would get better with you back, but I didn't sleep a wink.
You okay?
Just thinking. I used to sketch you and imagine the conversations we'd have when you returned, Kyla.
How did it go?
I never knew where to start. How did it happen? When? How long were you out there? Were you hurt? Did the anthem bring you back?
I don't think the anthem has anything to do with this.
Of course it does. Everything in this world happens because of the anthem. And that includes you. So what did you see out there in the world?
Everywhere I went, there was an adventure. Saw all kinds of incredible things. Silenced lots of relics.
Just like you dreamed as a little boy.
The life of a freelancer.
Must have been so exciting. And from the looks of it, full of good food. You've put on a few pounds since I last saw you.
Hey!
I'm your mother. I get to be honest with you. Now, you be honest with me. Why didn't you come back sooner? Why make me wait all those years?
I was busy being a freelancer, fighting the Dominion, saving people. Time flew. I didn't realize it.
Did you ask for a raise? That's too much for one freelancer. You could have been hurt.
Well, I'm careful.
I was thinking you'd gotten married, settled down. Didn't want them to meet your crazy mother, though I hoped you would someday. But when you got hurt...
Hurt? When?
There was nothing I could do. Your father and I, we... Forget it. It's nothing. The anthem brought you back, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm tired. Let's talk another time.
Hope you feel better.
Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right. The spy. Who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
It'd be great if there was a button you could push, erase the past, make it all go away. But it doesn't work like that.
I have no illusions. The things Leighton did will never change. But maybe how he feels about them can.
What did he do?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
Whatever he did, I still think he deserves another chance.
I'm glad to hear it. Not everyone would.
Was there a price for his second chance?
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you?
I was just doing my job. Debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No. But he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles. And our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do.
levels are dropping. You're halfway there. Silenced. Good work, freelancer.
It looked like the scars were bringing eggs to the relic. The eggs were filled with acid. Could be using the relic to weaponize it.
Let's check the second relic. Put your theories to the test. Relics up ahead.
Oh, this one's a lot more crowded. Look, eggs everywhere. Your theory's got legs. I'll pat myself on the back after I dealt with the scars.
came from below.
Of course it did. Hate to say it, but that thing is probably what's producing the eggs. If we don't get rid of the source, the scars will come back and keep making weapons. Faye, find me a way underground.
Already done. Only way forward is through an underwater passage ahead.
Like, what's the hurry? You don't want to get left behind in this place.
Wow. It's almost peaceful down here.
Scorpions can't swim, right? Don't worry, Sam. I won't let them get you. That's a lot of eggs.
You know what they say? You've got to crack a few eggs to make an omelette.
I don't want that omelette. What is that?
Another relic. Careful, Freelancer. It's unstable.
I hate it when they do that. What do we do now?
Gather the fragments and silence the relic.
Incoming.
How'd they get down here?
Bastards love to borrow.
Almost done. Only a few fragments left.
Freelancer. More scars, I know. These look extra powerful. Hey, door's still closed and there's notes everywhere.
Give it a minute. It should work itself out.
Should?
Energy readings are stabilizing, albeit slowly. Just stay in the center. Any interference will cause the energy to spike again. Stay on the platform. It got quiet.
Let it stay that way. It's pretty dark in here.
Throw down a flare. It'll help.
You freelancers have tools for everything. Back into the deep. Oh, that's just wrong.
Remember? It's only a scorpion. Bigger.
A lot bigger. Not helping. It would be unprofessional to cut the link, right?
Highly.
Damn it.
Next time, I expect big-ass bugs to be in the mission briefing.
Even Clovis doesn't know everything.
Even the way it dies is unnerving.
What many years it'll take you to forget that thing? I'm gonna go with 8.
One for each of the tyrant's legs.
Oh, no more scorpion talk, please.
Let's take a look.
There's my favorite customer.
Hey, Mom.
Hello. I went looking for your father's ashes so we could spread them. They weren't there.
Doesn't mean we can't still have a memorial for him.
It's the strangest thing. The vase was gone. Someone must have stolen it.
I'm sure it will turn up.
I hope so. As your father, it's all I have left of him. And yet,
Is something wrong?
remembering your dad, something about all this doesn't feel right.
This may sound weird, but I need you to trust me. This could be a good sign.
That I have a knack for losing stuff.
That you're realizing, well, what you thought was true isn't.
A vase?
Why is it so important?
Your dad, of course. He died. But I already knew that.
How did he die?
A broken heart. Losing you.
But what does that mean?
What do you think? You were our son. That day when you... No, please.
This is important. How did you lose me?
There's a memory. You were hurt.
I know it hurts, but I think you're in denial. Remembering what really happened could help.
I don't know if I can do this.
You can. You're strong. What happened?
It was a warm day. Freemark was hot that time of year. You were playing with your father, pretending you were a javelin pilot. He was roaring like an Ursix, chasing you. You were so young. Your little legs scampering around, so happy. But then...
It's okay.
The sirens started. Gunfire was everywhere. Someone shouted, "The Dominion are here." Then the explosions. I heard you scream. Ran over. Your father was bleeding, but you were under the rubble. Piles of concrete. I tried lifting it, but it was too heavy. You were yelling, "Daddy's hurt, help Daddy." I pulled him away. Then there was another explosion. The rubble collapsed, but you...
You can do this.
You... died. My brave little boy. You were supposed to grow up and be a freelancer. Fall in love. Become a man. But you never did. Because I couldn't save you. Can you ever forgive me?
It's better if you forgive yourself.
How can I? Your father... he died the next day. They took him away. I never got to bury him. Or you.
None of it was your fault.
I loved both of you so much.
You can't blame yourself for this.
But how can this be? How are you here, all grown up? Can the Anthem really do that? Kyla, what's happening?
I'm not Kyler. You thought I was, but I'm just a friend trying to help.
A friend? But you said that Dad would want us to spread his ashes together? All those adventures you had, the incredible things you'd seen.
Wow.
I don't think so.
It's great.
That's not that
A few new ones have opened.
That's sad. But I got that freelancer loyalty. Sounds terrible.
Remember, fearful all.
Ah, you're not gonna give it to me yet.
Leighton, how are things?
Do we know each other?
I'm a freelancer. We spoke before. You told me you defected from...
Of course, of course. I'm sorry, I remember now. My wife wants me to make new friends. Not doing a good job of it, am I?
You okay?
I don't think so. No, there's a fog. Too much time thinking about the past.
It might help if you talk about it instead.
I was a different man back then. Your opinion of me, it will change.
Whatever happened, it's probably worse in your mind than it actually was.
I wish that were true. For some things, there's no fog. It's all too clear.
Let's hear it.
I was a Dominion cipher, a surveillance tool of the state directed against our own people. I tracked their movements, their plans, their sedition. I was very good at this. I was the unseen hand keeping the flock in line. When I caught one straying, they died. Many strayed.
That couldn't have been easy.
Easier than what came next. I also had physical talents, strength, agility, marksmanship. The Dominion put these to use. I was sent abroad on missions. I hunted enemy ciphers, then mentally tortured them to extract information. They begged me to end their agony, which I did, putting a bullet in the source of their pain, their skull. There were so many of them, I lost track. So, what do you think of me now, freelancer?
I'll give you credit for being honest. That was some seriously unvarnished truth.
A truth that I can't seem to reconcile with myself. I did those things.
I can see why your wife is concerned about you.
More than anything, I want to be the man she thinks I can be. The other day, I helped a woman and her boy churn some butter. It was simple. It was real. It's the life I want.
What's holding you back?
The memories don't just vanish.
Your wife mentioned that you've been talking to yourself?
The curse of being a cipher. It's all a jumble. A single word could lead to a memory, and then another I thought I'd forgotten. When I'm thinking, I don't realize it's out loud sometimes.
What's bothering you?
A name. A woman. Aurora. It keeps repeating. She was... Damn headache. I can't remember.
It's okay, if it's too painful.
Aurora is expendable. Collateral damage is acceptable. The state has decided. The state has decreed.
What?
I don't know. It's a memory. I don't know who she was or what I did, but I can feel it.
Whatever happened with her, it's behind you. Leave it there.
But not the sense of it, that I did something terrible.
Maybe you did, but you're here now. Trying to be a better man than the one you remember.
What if that man won't let me?
Talk to your wife. Nadira could help. She's worried about you.
No, the shame. Not until I understand this. I need some time to think.
I understand.
You know you can turn on the overhead light if that helps. Okay.
I understand. fighting has drawn out one of their terrible leaders. Please, please be careful. Always glad to see you survive a fight like that. Good work with all the fighting. Exceptionally done. It is very exciting working with someone who loves getting their hands dirty.
To uncover stronger items and artifacts. I'll give it this. It's moderately more fun to me than Destiny was.
You need the right tools for the job.
Time to let the Dominion know who's boss.
That's not helpful. Go ahead and change the wear states on all these. So that one's about the same. Until I unlock more metals, can't really do anything with that. We can do something with this, though. Gotta be a way. Maybe there's not, though. I don't like assault rifles typically, so I'm gonna sell this up, even if it is nice, just because it's unused.
Hello again, Merelda.
Hi, freelancer. Don't worry, I know who you are.
How are you doing?
A little better each day.
Glad to hear it.
It was rough going for a bit. You were everything I'd hoped Kylo would grow up to be.
I'm flattered.
It's true. It was hard letting go.
Tyler sounded like a great kid. You'll always have memories of the good times.
There were plenty of those.
You feeling better?
A lot of crying. But mostly a lot of laughing. I looked at paintings I made of him. He was something special.
Must feel like a weight is lifted.
I won't lie. Looking at you now, part of me still wants you to be Kyla. When you walk by, well, for a moment I think it's him. The illusion's been so real.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cause trouble.
Oh, it's not your fault. It's made me realize I need a change of scenery. Maybe reach out to my sister in Anthem. Build a new life. Maybe even start painting again.
Sounds like a great idea.
I thought so. And if I don't see you, then thank you again. And goodbye.
Take care.
That's wonderful.
Nadira?
Freelancer. My husband Leighton mentioned you saw him again.
We spoke. He told me about his past, what he did for the Dominion.
Pretty bad, I'm guessing.
It was, but he regrets all the pain he caused.
He still feels it. I don't know how to make it go away.
He talked about someone named Aurora. I think it's a woman he knew. Something bad happened to her.
Aurora?
That rings a bell?
I've seen the name. A briefing on an old Dominion operation. Details were sketchy. I'm trying to remember. I think it was called Prism Tacit. That was their code name for it.
Do you think Leighton was involved?
He must have been. But if I ask him, it'll get messy. I'm his wife now, not his debriefing agent. There's too much emotion involved.
That just means you care. Leighton's lucky he found you.
Who knew spying was the easy part? His marriage that takes training.
Can't help you there.
You've already done more than you had to. I appreciate it. We both do.
When I see Leighton again, I'll ask him about this Prism Tacit.
Thank you.
Javelin is primed and ready to go, Yarrow. What are we doing?
I'm getting a distress signal from a Corvus agent. Better go see if you can help.
Okay, I'm on it.
pursuing the agent. Those cowards are going to kill that agent. We have to stop them.
You got it.
Fighting. Area clear.
No more outlaws. Everyone's secrets are safe today. Blast. No time to rest. More work just came in. We have a chance to catch a dangerous outlaw. We need to find him.
Okay, understood.
Many outlaws. Good. We deal with enough of them, we get their leader.
You got it.
There's the leader. You see? Take him down.
On it.
Very good, but you can't let the rest get away. Understand?
Okay.
Okay, that's done. Good work. I've got something else for you now. A freelancer is in a bad way. Make sure everyone gets home.
On my way.
Hey, off to the help.
Freelancers rely on each other. Someday you will need help as well.
I understand.
weird bugs. Luminaries. Isn't giving up. Important, necessary.
Make sure you've got what you need.
It's all about the presentation.
Layton.
Good to see you, Freelancer.
That name, the one that's been bothering you.
Aurora.
I mentioned it to your wife.
You did?
It's the only thread you have to go on. I figured it might help.
Well, it's decent of you. You've already done more than we have a right to ask.
You've had a rough time.
What did you learn? Who was Aurora?
Nadira thought she was connected to a Dominion operation. Does Prism Tacit mean anything to you?
This was...
Layton?
This was a mistake. We shouldn't have done it.
What?
I'm remembering now. You have no idea what's going on here.
Whatever it is, we need the truth. It's the only way this gets solved.
You may regret that.
Then tell me why.
A Dominion plan to infiltrate Corvus. A cipher mentally programmed to pose as a defector.
Wait a minute.
Underneath the defector's persona, the real agent remembers everything he sees and hears.
Oh, crap.
I remember who I am.
You're the agent.
My name is the Trigger. I'm Prism Tacit.
Maybe so, but your persona, I don't think it was a lie. His regret, your regret, sounded genuine.
It was deemed the most probable way to gain her trust.
Who?
Aurora, the code name for the enemy operative likely to have useful intelligence. My wife, Nadira.
You used her?
It's why her name is so painful to hear.
I think I was wrong about you.
No, I was wrong about myself. The man I was programmed to be has become the man I want to be. My conscience began as a facade, a layer, but it fed the seeds of doubt, of truth. I understand the pain I've caused, that I will cause. I really do love her. But I pulled away, knowing what the other part of me planned. I can't lose her.
Maybe in the world of spies, this is how things go. Maybe she'll understand.
Spy or not, she's still my wife. She saw the best in me, and I returned the favor by giving her my worst.
And now?
Tell my wife. It's your obligation to Fort Tarsis. I'm done lying. She was right, you know. I needed to make a friend. You've helped me understand myself. But don't risk yourself or others. Repeat the trigger now. My persona will forget we had this conversation.
If you insist. Prism Tacit.
Freelancer, I'm sorry, I must have drifted again. These damn memories. What were we saying?
Nothing. I was just leaving.
Well, that's a weird conversation.
There's some kind of recording there.
Dominion have attacked the camp. I can't reach Tuss. They're looking for the regulator hideout at these coordinates.
That was Tassin's agent. I'll need to decrypt the coordinates and... Hang on, Scar's on the move. We've been out for blood since we rescued Matthias. You know, Tassin's right. Has to be the Dominion stirring the pot. Yep, got it. It's not far. And I'm going to the hideout now. We can't wait. Are you sure about this? Taking on the Dominion isn't like fighting a haggard wolven.
When evil people knock on your door, you don't hide. You kick their ass back to whatever hole they crawled out of.
Stop the fire before it spreads.
Fort Tarsus cannot become another Freemark.
This must be the regulator hideout.
With more dead reg...
If there's one gripe I have about this game, it's the amount of loading
screens. A smuggler's cave, it would seem.
Anything you could want. Price.
Looks like that includes Shaper relics.
Oh, wait. Flight controls are down. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm seeing that. You're in some kind of field. Has to be affecting your suit. I think I see the problem. There's a Dominion shield generator that's suppressing flight capability.
Could explain how they ambushed the regulators. Can you disable it?
Well, I've never dealt with one before. It would take time to override. Best to press on.
Maybe this will turn it off.
Yeah, not at the moment.
Flight controls back. I'm pushing on.
The Dominion can't be here by accident. These smugglers are hiding relics.
I know. I'm trying not to jump to conclusions.
Oh, I will. Take a flying leap. Because the wrong Shaper relic in the wrong hands
means this won't be a boring day.
And there we are. The Dominion. Yeah, and they've got Tassin's agents. Best lie low.
Give us the relic. We know it's here.
I don't know what you mean.
Then I'll show you.
No. That's not how we conduct business. I find that pain is no substitute for money. So let's negotiate.
The relics, not for sale.
See, progress. You do have it. Now name your price and we all walk away with something.
Relics are dangerous.
Only if you're careless. Do I look careless?
What is that? We found the relic.
A pity for you. Negotiations have concluded.
You bastard! Oh, Well, now this is awkward.
A freelancer? How useless. I fought your kind before, and I put them in the ground. You'll be joining them.
And now we get down to business. I can't believe this. Are we really in a firefight with Dominion?
Well, I am. You're sitting in a chair somewhere.
Not used to having professional soldiers shoot at us. Scars, maybe, but not like this.
Bullets work on both of them.
I didn't say it wasn't exciting. Just be careful.
Clear.
You did it. But what about Tassin's agent? She's still alive.
She didn't make it. But there's an archive here.
I see it. Looks damaged from the fight.
Maybe Tassin can make sense of it. This can't be for nothing.
What about the one they called the Monitor? He took the relic.
And I'm getting it back.
These were classic Dominion tactics. Total carnage and no witnesses.
What are they doing this far south?
I don't know, but it involves relics. That won't end well.
My javelin's grounded again.
It's that shield generator.
They're getting awfully close. Push them back.
Watch it. Looks like the Monitor left a cleanup crew behind. Try to disable that machine. I have the specs. I think I can override it. Hold here. I'll try to deactivate it.
Great place to die, Owen.
Oh, they haven't let you down.
All right, back in range.
Pretty serious looking too. Watch yourself.
You can die a meaningless death, or surrender to us now. We'll spare you the agony.
Agony's gonna be this fluid of your ass.
Tear them apart.
Look who has a Denver.
That's the last of them.
I can still catch the Monitor.
Better hurry, he's got a head start.
Can't fly straight with that.
I'm outside. I've got a signal we can track. Can't hide from this cipher.
They're all the distance. I do like how.
There you go. You can't be too far. Dominion must have big plans for a guy like the monitors in our neighborhood.
We just need to make sure he never comes back.
You see, this is why I want to be out there with you. Show bad people the door.
Not as easy as it looks.
Okay, show bad people the door at the end of a very large gun. Still got a trail. Keep it up. We might have a shot at this.
That's all we need.
Okay, you're coming up with him. Just ahead.
See a lot of Dominion. Where's the monitor?
Checking. Is it just me, or does it look like the Dominion are staying a while?
I don't know what they're up to, but it's not happening in our neck of the woods.
I suppose they listen to reason. Talk it out.
Does this look like they drop by for tea?
I'm not seeing him. I'm getting a bad feeling here, I think.
Maybe this was an ambush. They've led us here.
Damn! Time to show them that really large gun. Hey, watch it! Another one of the monitor's lieutenants.
Freelancer, the monitor has...
Okay, it's over. Score one for the freelancers.
Yes. Congratulations on walking straight into my trap.
Owen? Owen, what's happening?
I don't know. He's...
Obviously more powerful than you. I think it's important to take a measure of one's adversary. And I find you... lacking.
Yeah. Ask your lieutenants how they feel. All right, you can't, because I put them down.
Freelancers boast of courage they never have. It's why they're extinct.
I'm alive and well, you son of a...
He's gone. Save your breath. You best head back to the fort. I'll let Tassa know we need to talk.
What are we up to today?
Freelancer, any progress with my husband?
Nadir, I have to tell you something, but I'm not sure how.
This doesn't sound like good news.
No.
Then it depends on how bad it is. In Corvus, I sometimes massage the news to avoid even worse damage. So let's hear it. Is Leighton okay?
Leighton isn't who he says he is. Aurora isn't what we thought.
He's not really a defector, is he?
Part of him is. The other part? He targeted you. You're Aurora.
Of course. Damn. I suppose a part of me knew something was going on.
You suspected it?
Suspicion is my trade. Just this once, I tried to ignore it. But when you mentioned Aurora, that connected some dots.
I am glad I could help. I don't really know.
I'm sorry it went like this. I needed a neutral party to work it out. If I'd confronted him directly, I don't know what would have happened.
Now that we know, we've still got an enemy agent living here in Fort Tarsus.
But he's not an enemy to me. My feelings for him aren't a lie. I don't think his are either.
Maybe the Persona's feelings for you, the Leighton programmed by the Dominion, but the real one's underneath.
Did you speak to him? The real one?
The real Leighton said he still loves you. He pulled away because he doesn't want to lose you.
That's good to hear.
Yet you seem worried?
If Tassin finds out...
It is her job.
I know. And her job will be to handle Leighton. It won't be good. If you don't mind, it's time we both talk to him. I'll meet you there when you're ready.
And on that note, I think we're done with Anthem for tonight. Still a great game. Lots of fun. Sorry if I've been so quiet tonight. Come on. Close down. I can't end my stream without my mouse. There we go. Alright. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again on Wednesday for more Anthem. Good night.